We are at the tipping point with regard to tobacco-related death in this country, and if we don't draw as many of the American public in as we possibly can, we could lose the fight.
We all should care about tobacco, whether you're a smoker or a non-smoker, whether your kid is susceptible to smoking, your grandchild. We should all care about tobacco because it is a national opportunity to save lives and save money.
Every year in this country, over 400,000 people die of tobacco-related causes, which makes tobacco by far and away the leading cause of death in the United States. It's responsible for 1/3 of all cancers, and then just as we're sitting here, 8.5 million Americans are ill with tobacco-related causes. And it's a man-made epidemic that theoretically we can stop and stop permanently. We all leave a legacy behind, and one of the legacies we hope we can all leave behind is a tobacco-free country. And that really is multifaceted. First, it's educating young people about the problem of tobacco.
You have a moment when you work for thetruth.com or for Legacy period, when you realize the importance of your job.
When you get out the message, it not only impacts the person you gave the message to, but they go home and they tell their parents and their grandparents and their friends.
Like on tours, like every city we have another story. Sometimes it's kids who are 7, sometimes it's teens, sometimes it's a mom pulling me aside to thank me for talking to her kids because she has lung cancer and they don't know it.
It's the ripple effect. You know, you throw a stone into a pond, it spreads.
We know that we have stopped hundreds of thousands of young people from starting smoking, and so that aspect of what we have done has been an enormous success.
Legacy is unique because they understand what it is to help adults quit smoking.
Many people want to quit, but it is extremely difficult to quit. So what can you do to help people quit? You can provide services to them. You can provide public education, as we do, to encourage them to try and try again. As I say, quit early and quit often. Don't wait till next New Year's Eve. You can't afford to wait till next New Year's Eve.
Come on. Who really wants to continue smoking? Most people only continue smoking because they don't know how to quit.
You know, you got the poor, misguided, misdirected smoker out there huddled outside in January outside the building. But that's not the true image of a smoker. You know, really, smokers are people who want to quit. We know this.
What's going to happen when your emotion starts to rage and you want to go get that cigarette? What are you going to do? Because I think that's the question that Legacy will pose to you. In the X program, it poses to you. Do you know what you're going to do? Do you have a plan? Have you thought it through?
You know, fewer and fewer people are lighting up. We've made not smoking almost a norm. But yet, there are millions and millions and millions of smokers. They can quit. We want to help them quit, and Legacy can do that.
Just imagine that you wave a wand and 450,000 people don't die who were dying before, and 8.5 million are not living with tobacco-related disease.
If we can do a better job controlling tobacco and saving lives, it'll be the biggest return on investment that America has ever had.
We're not just talking about smokers, we're talking about non-smokers, because smoking costs this nation $100 billion a year in healthcare costs and $100 billion in lost productivity.
What we need is more leaders from corporate America, men and women who are going to stand up and say, my company is going to get involved.
We know that the ROI for us, the return on investment, is human life, and we know from our experience that if we base what we do on scientific fact, that we will have the biggest impact. And then together, we can do something really beautiful, create a world that isn't plagued by this unnecessary cause of death.